Hello, good morning. This is Business on News Desk. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji-Riafi. The economy recorded a significant growth for last year. According to the Ghana Statistical Service, the economy grew by almost 4% for last year. Business editor George Riafi was at the briefing by the Ghana Statistical Service where Deputy Government Statistician Ba Wadie announced the GDP estimates.
The provisional 2015 fourth quarter real GDP grew by 4.9% year on year. The estimate for the fourth quarter 2014 was 4.5%. The non-oil provisional GDP for the fourth quarter real GDP grew by 5.1% year on year. The estimate for 2014 fourth quarter for non-oil GDP was 4.7%. Quarter-on-quarter seasonally adjusted real GDP growth rate for 2015 quarter 4 was 1.3%. The estimate for 2015 third quarter was 1.0%.
Now, some stakeholders in the banking sector are expressing confidence in the new central bank governor to achieve the set targets. Now, the governor, in his first public address after he was sworn in by the president last Monday, outlined some key issues he hopes to tackle during his tenure. Inflation, stability of the Ghana cedi, and sanitizing the microfinance sector were some of the areas highlighted. The marketplace has been interacting with the managing director of Women's World Bank Ghana, Charlotte Lily-Beidou, who is of the opinion that the governor should be non-political so as to achieve his set goals.
Well, yesterday in his address at the conference center, he mentioned that he's going to beat down inflation, work on the stability of the cedi, as well as, control the issues in the microfinance sector. Now, what do you make of this? Do you think it's feasible? Do you think he can achieve it?
I hope that the new governor will try as much as possible to bring the inflation rate, which is 19.2 at the end of March, to about 15%. Also to try and bring the policy rate, which is 26%, to about 22%. The T-bill rate right now, the 182 days, is hovering around 24.5. The policy rate is 26%. The bankers, they have their own rate, which is 28.5. It is my firm commitment and belief that this governor will be able to bring these rates down so that the economy will see the prospect that we are all expecting it to be. Also, I expect the governor to try as much as possible to tighten the monetary policy and make sure that the cedi is able to compete very well with these external currencies. If he's able to stand firm, think independently, diversify his thinking from the previous governor, and try as much as possible not to be a politician but a professional, and put Ghana at the center of affairs, I think that it is achievable. And it is our hope that he achieves it.
Now, Ghana's agri sector may never recover from the recent slump unless government establishes a well-thought-through financing program for the sector. That's according to the Dean of the Agribusiness and Communications Faculty at the University of Development Studies, Professor Amin Al-Hassan. The agri sector's share of GDP fell from 21.5% in 2014 to 19.5% in 2015. Professor Amin says better financing is a key to fixing the problem. He was speaking in an interview with Joy News at a training program for agri journalists in Kumasi, organized by USAID-funded Agri Support Policy Project.
Basically, the idea is that agriculture is one of the areas that when we rely on the normal banking loan system, it will not work. Farming has been declining partly because we do not have any robust domestic agricultural financing scheme. And it is very possible for us to institute a particular scheme that banks can disburse. For example, rural banks can disburse loans for farming. That means that it's not just about giving cash, it can be input financing. But the idea is that the interest rate will be one that can respond to the special needs of longer gestation periods in farming. We have been able to carve out export finance and export EDIF to finance agricultural exports. What we need to sustain the fortunes of agriculture domestically is to develop a domestic agricultural financing scheme which will take care of the special needs of farmers.
And that does it for business this morning. Thanks for your company. Make a date again at midday for more news, business news updates. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji Riafi.